Hey everybody, this is Chris Speary. Welcome to this episode of Coffee with Chris. I'm excited for everybody to be here. I want to take a quick minute and ask if you haven't explored my YouTube channel, if you haven't saw my podcast, or if you're watching this on YouTube right now and you're looking for me and looking to get these messages live as they come, look for my Facebook link, and I encourage you to please like, subscribe, and add this to your favorite podcast streaming service. And I really appreciate anybody who's really looking to add a positive message to their regularly consumed content. Whether you're mixing this in with the news, whether you're replacing something in your life that really isn't doing anything to help you feel better, help you achieve more, and help you get to a better place in your life, just know that I take it personally that you choose to spend your time here with me, and I deeply believe that if you take the right actions, if you assume the right mindset, that you can find a level of happiness and success that you maybe don't believe that you either deserve or are capable of right now. And like I said, I think you're capable of it. I believe in you. Thank you for being here, and I really appreciate your time. Now, moving on, today's Saturday. I'm in real estate, so this isn't necessarily a day off from work for me. I don't really have many of those, but I do take opportunities to rest. And when I rest, it's much in the same way I rest my body from physical exercise. That doesn't mean I put my feet up and I do nothing. I don't stagnate. I don't allow myself to fully settle unless I'm sleeping. Of course, that's obviously something different. That's a different kind of rest. The type of rest I'm talking about now is the type that still allows me to grow while feeding into myself and recharging and giving myself more energy instead of spending my energy and giving it away. Jim Rohn says it pretty clearly. You can't give away what you don't have. If you are not happy inside, you cannot give happiness to your customers, to your family members, to your relationships, your friends. If you aren't at peace and you don't love yourself, it's going to be difficult for you to share that love with the people around you as well. And unfortunately, that's going to paint the color of your world. And so what I'm asking you to do is reset your palate. Take time on your days off. Don't fully stagnate. Whether you're taking day off from physical exercise, if you haven't exercised in a while, you went back, now you're sore, it hurts, your body hurts, don't just sit there. You move, get up, walk, do something light, but allow your body to recover, allow the blood to flow. The same applies to your mindset, to the way you feel. Read a book. One of the biggest things I encourage young people that I talk to, whether they're my age, younger, or around my same age group, is how much reading books has changed my life. And it isn't necessarily because every book I read changes my life. It's the cumulative action of absorbing lessons, absorbing wisdom from people who have been there before me, who've either been down a path that led to destruction or been down a path that led to success, and showed me their way that they overcame. And that may not necessarily be the way that I overcome, but what I do is I hack the palette of my life by introducing the colors of experience that other people bring to me through their writing, through their novels, through their literature, their autobiographies, and I use that information to color my own life in the way that I see fit. And frankly, I like to paint with bright colors. I choose books, I choose topics that I believe will enrich me. I don't look for things that I feel might put heaviness on my soul, even though there's content out there and there are people that need to explore some of the tragedies that happen in the world. I'll only tell you that remember the colors you're introducing into your world are the ones that you'll paint with. So please, when looking for books, look for something that might help. A suggestion I might make is a book that I'm very fond of, and it relates specifically to personal finance, but it doesn't necessarily have to end there. The lessons in there go deeper, and the way it's written is almost biblical, but it isn't. And they're beautiful stories. They feel ancient. and they feel so ancient that they almost resonate with a very internal part of you. They feel like someone telling you an old secret that's been passed down generation to generation. That book is called The Richest Man in Babylon. It was written in the 1920s, and for me has changed the way that I view money, my relationship with money. People have different relationships with money, and depending on who you are, how you were raised, who your parents were, how much money you had around you or didn't have around you, your relationship with money may be something that you don't necessarily need to hold on to. Your relationship with money might be the kind that says money is the root of all evil. And that can be true. Money can do evil things, but one of the things that I tell my kids, and one of the beliefs that we share, is that money is good for the good that money can do. We talk about how we structure our money so that it doesn't control us. And we also talk about how we use our money to bless others the way that we are blessed by our circumstances, by our opportunities, and by our actions and our mindset. I think that giving back from what you get is an important way of sharing with the world. Like I say, you can't give away what you don't have, but if you can give away what you do have, you'll receive back in spades. And that's an important part that doesn't apply just to money. In opportunities where someone comes to you with a deficit, an emotional deficit, they come to you feeling angry, upset, jaded, cheated in some way, shape, or form, and unfortunately you are in their path. And you are the receiving end of this long strain of circumstances that have put this person in this place. And at that moment, they bump your shoulder in the store. They don't have the love to give you. So instead of allowing that bump on the shoulder to ruin your day, when they say, hey man, what do you think you're doing? Get out of my way. Watch where you're going. I know that that's a ridiculous, idea that's not going to happen to everybody, but when introduced to someone who doesn't have anything, who doesn't have love, who doesn't immediately give love in their interaction, don't consider it a personal offense. Maybe consider that they don't have that love inside them to give to you. So make the choice. Give it to them. And see how your planted seed of love in another person can take root and grow almost immediately. Think about how you can change someone's world by just saying, hey, no worries, I'm sorry, you're right, I should keep my eyes where I'm going, I'm having a great day, so I'm kind of in la la land. I'm sorry. And whether or not any of that's true, practicing giving goodness, showing love, being graceful to someone else, to a brother, to a sister, whether you know them or not, they're part of your community. They're around you. We're all going to the same place. We're all going for the same thing. We're all looking for happiness. We're all looking for fulfillment. We're all looking for the same things in life. And we're on our own individual path. And when we can recognize that everyone is at a different stage of their path than we are, but ultimately we're going the same place, then we can reach out and say, brother, don't worry. I understand. I've been there, or I'm on my way there, but where we're going is together. And I'm sorry you've had a bad day, but there's no good reason for me not to love you. I love you. I hope your day gets better. And I tell you what, I make phone calls, and I know that there's some people who receive an inundation of phone calls from people every day, and it can get very frustrating. And I'm earnest in my desire to help the people who answer the phone and talk to me. When I ask them for their business, when I ask them for the opportunity to help them accomplish their goals, share with me what they're looking to achieve, and give me an opportunity to show where I can fill the gaps, where I can be of service. And those phone calls don't always go well. In fact, most of the time they don't. Because like I said, there's a lot of people who get inundated with calls from people with, I wouldn't necessarily call them the wrong agendas, but I'd say the intention is there to provide, but the intention is not that of service. I want to be of service. How may I serve you? And I understand when people get short with me. They don't understand that if they tell me no, if they tell me to get lost or go away, or they don't care, or they're not interested, or stop calling, that I understand. In fact, I'm sorry. I'm personally sorry. My intention was not to disrupt anyone's day. I love you. I wish that I could take it back, and I hope that we can start anew. And if not, that's okay. Just understand, I'm here to give you love. And what that does for my ability to continue to make these phone calls, to continue to talk to people who don't want to talk to me, and the way that I hear it turn around. People tell me on the phone, don't ever call me again. Listen, I'm so sorry. You're right. I'll take you off my list. I really hope your day gets better. And right then and there, you know what? I'm so sorry. That was rude of me. Read if that's your way to rest. Relax. Listen to something positive, whether it's this message or a message like this delivered from any other platform. Or get out there, get some physical exercise, get the blood flowing, and think about how grateful you have, or how many things you have to be grateful for today. And I promise you that little bit of positivity is going to change your life. Take the opportunity today in some way to rest, recharge, and introduce more love into your life so that you have more love to give to others. Thanks everybody for being here. I look forward to seeing you on the next episode of Coffee with Chris. See you guys tomorrow.